The problem is most personal trainers are playing checkers when they should be playing chess. They're only concerned with putting their clients through a killer workout today when they should be thinking about the big picture and their clients' long-term health and success. I'm getting fired up now. And that all ties me into the quote I've been saying forever. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I've seen people have made like memes of this and I get tagged all the time online, but I've been saying it for years. Anyone could make you tired, but it takes a true professional to actually get you better. And when I say get better, we're talking true measurable results. Whether that's an athlete running 0.2 of a second faster, jumping a couple inches higher, a client decreasing their body fat percentage. Maybe, again, a client came to you after a yearly checkup and having some blood work done, and they want to improve some important health markers next time they get blood work. Like that's measurable stuff. Like that's a true professional. That's what a true professional does, not just make someone tired during each workout. And that ties in to something else. As I'm talking, it kind of triggered something else in my brain that I should probably touch on. And I know it's something I've spoken about before, longtime listeners of this podcast. I don't know what episode I've spoken about it, but I know I've spoken about the difference between training and quote unquote working out.
It's time to get right up in this bitch. Run, motherfucker, run! Run! Your pants coming down, you're losing weight already, motherfucker.
At least my definition. To me, excuse me, working out is what most personal trainers have their clients do. Working out entails doing something today for the way it makes you feel today. There's no process, there's no progressions. It's just doing stuff to get really tired and sweaty. It's the easiest thing in the world for the trainer to do.
Work! Oh, come on! Work it! Work! No pain! No pain! Ah, you're killing me!
My 7-year-old daughters can very easily put any one of you listening right now through a hard workout. Why? Because they know the names of a bunch of exercises. So they could tell you to do 100 jumping jacks, followed by 100 burpees, followed by 100 mountain climbers, and tell you to repeat that for an hour. Like, I don't care what kind of shape you're in. Repeat those 3 things for an hour straight with no break and see how you feel. See if you make it through that. I guarantee you will be tired as hell regardless who you are. But what did we really accomplish? What was the goal? What was the adaptation we were looking for? You got to ask yourself these questions. On the other hand, training to me it's a process. All right. A process of going from point A to point B. Whether you are a pro athlete training for a specific competition or, a woman who just gave birth to her first child and she wants to get her weight and her body fat percentage back to what it was before she was pregnant. As soon as we begin to apply a process, then we're training. There's meaning and purpose behind each session. The sessions each week build on each other. They're not just individual things. Monday's session might be quote unquote easy by design because we know Tuesday's session is going to be the killer session. That's the toughest session of the week. And then we come back on Wednesday, and Wednesday might be more low intensity aerobic type training because we want to help speed up the recovery process from Tuesday's workout. And then Thursdays, would kind of build on what we did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's not just about going hard AF every day. That's for freaking Instagram. That's for the bullshit memes and people to look cool and tough, beast mode on every day on Instagram. That's great. Save that for a fake Instagram world. When we are training, it's a process where we place different stresses on the body and various intensities in order to achieve a specific outcome. Some workouts beast mode is on, some we're turning it off and we're going easy today. And whether the goal it is running a 4.3 second 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine or dropping 4.5% body fat and 18 pounds, by the first day of summer, as long as we have a specific goal and a date that we want to accomplish it, that is training, and that's the process. And that's where we're not just trying to go hard AF every day. That's where, some days are going to be hard, some days are going to be easy. As long as at the end of that process, we accomplish that goal, that's what we're looking for. And, designing well thought out training programs and achieving those specific outcomes, that I just mentioned, or whatever specific outcome your client is after, to me, that takes skill and effort. In other words, that's where a professional personal trainer comes in. Putting people through random standalone workouts, not so difficult. That's why you see so many personal trainers default to that method of just putting people through random standalone hard workouts. It's easier and it takes much less effort. In fact, almost no effort or skill is required to stand there with a whistle and yell at people and say, do 2 more, do 5 more, 100 burpees, et cetera, et cetera.